They thought he wasn't gonna come alive. Well, we live.
You a shooter, I'm a shooter, but the aim different. I don't like to play, but the game different. It's that new Houdini, but I put the pain in it. I fell down and got up, for the game with it. I ain't changing it, I am not slipping. Pull up the bucket, got the mop with it. We don't do no talk, watch out for 12. Walking for your life, now you gonna sell. Got it the hard way, it was hard for real. I drove for 2 years, I ain't had no L. Even set in the county, I ain't had no bail. It ain't hard to see, it ain't hard to tell.
This that real nigga conversation. This that real nigga conversation. This that real nigga conversation. This the real nigga This that real nigga conversation. If you ain't one, then ain't no reason to conversate or relate. And this that translation. I'm a Democrat working for a small.
Man, let's go, man. Let's get right on into it. We ain't gonna even do too much. So look, as the title of the live, the day 4 of the trial, verdict in, and everybody know by now, Hernandez Govan was found not guilty on all counts. Now, shout out to all the new subscribers. Shout out to everybody that subscribed to the channel, that got the notifications on. There's about 200 plus people. Shout out to all y'all. I definitely didn't see this one coming. I'm not gonna lie. Interesting. But I got a question. Is the back door wide open? Now, the first clip I want to play for y'all, before I play this clip, do me a favor, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe. Is yesterday, I think day 2, maybe day 3 of Govan at court. Something interesting happened. Shout out to the content creator who was boots on the ground, who definitely got up on Mr. Govan yesterday, but you know, nothing too crazy, but it was a bit interesting. I figure we'll cover the content. Check this out.
Real talk. Tell you, man. You get jammed up, don't mention my name. Give me Lord. No, I ain't living right. Gotta feed the blood, nigga. Starving nigga appetite.
What y'all think about that? What y'all think about that? That was yesterday. Now, two things happened interesting in that clip, y'all. We're gonna have to run it back for sure. The number one thing we seen is it seems like the guy who was recording was singing some type of song, and the song that he's singing, if you know, I think sound like that Jeezy. And he was saying, if you get jammed up, don't mention my name. Was this some type of intimidation attempt? Who was this person and what was their purpose for basically going live, showing us Govan after the hearing, and basically this would be before he beat this whole case. Now we about to get into it. I'm gonna play the clip one back. But the thing I want y'all to pay attention to is the guy who walks up and gets the card from who we now know. And stay tuned because I got clips for you. The attorney and their team, he gets the call. Okay. The people in Memphis, y'all know who that is, but the outside people like us, we don't know. Who he is a news anchor man. Now, he's not just any news anchor man. He's a news anchor man that's been invested into this, and he know all the characters and all the moving pieces. Peep what he does. That's who you're going to see come across the screen. You're going to get the guy a card, and he going to tap Govan on the shoulder like, hey, brother, I guess it was like, salute, keep your head up. We don't know what that is. Let's rewatch the clip.
Real talk. Tell you, man. You get jammed up, don't mention my name. Give me, Lord. No, I ain't living right. Gotta feed the blood. Nigga starving, nigga appetite.
That was definitely the business card. Yeah, that was definitely the business card. But let's ask ourselves, really, this wasn't today, y'all. That ain't like that's what he had the suit on today, remember? But my thing is, what did the news anchor want with his business card? What he wanted, the exclusive? Did he already know that Govan was gonna beat this trial? Not guilty. Y'all thought I was gonna come alive and talk about this. I ain't gonna lie, I'm disappointed. But let's be honest, it's the back door wide open. Especially after we seen the lawyer from Atlanta come from out of town, talk to them people crazy in they courtroom. I'm talking about he was talking to them real greasy in that courtroom, making people feel very uncomfortable in that courtroom. But did he know something that none of us knew? Man, we about to get into it, man. If you're just coming into the building, hit the like button. Now, at this point, I was for sure it was about to be a guilty verdict. I just knew it. I thought, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not taking back none more. I
You
thought
ready, Your Honor?
I said
Yes.
yesterday that it
Jurors
was
now
gonna be
entering
same
into the
day verdict,
courtroom.
but it wasn't. It was the next day.
Ladies and gentlemen, have you reached the verdict?
Yes.
State of Tennessee versus Hernandez Govan, count 1. We, the jury, find the defendant Hernandez Govan not guilty in count 1 of the indictment. State of Tennessee versus Hernandez Govan, count 2. We, the jury, find the defendant Hernandez Govan not guilty in count 2 of the indictment. Ma'am,
Court's in session.
ma'am, Ms. Johnson, is this your...
Now, I just want to say real quick, I know the family was let down. I know a lot of people was let down, but it's one thing that I gotta admit, I was definitely coming in biased. You know, I'm a Dolph fan. I had love. I definitely ain't like that he went. But now I'm thinking, what would make that lawyer be so bold to come in Memphis, pushing, shoving, disrespecting, stumping around in that courtroom, talking about the county? Basically, the only thing he didn't say is it should be on the investigation. I thought he was about to bury Govan. Let's be honest. But now I'm looking at it different. Did Govan know that he needed an out-of-town lawyer? Did he already know that if he would have got a lawyer in Memphis, he would have been super cooked? This is one of the biggest, some would say it's a miss. Some would say, all right, feed them to the streets. We about to get into that. Let's look real quick at what Key Glock had to say. Shout out to Key Talk for sure. But look, so Key Glock says his city, he said, my city failed me. Well, he ain't said, I'm gonna say word for word. My city failed, but what's new? Hands up. I don't know how, if I haven't lived in, I only been, the longest I've been in Memphis like 2 months. I haven't lived there, so I don't know how it is, the relationship between Memphis and the Memphis PD. This is an L for them. The government took an L, and let's be honest, he came in there putting a smack down on folk, disrespecting, talking about y'all know y'all county. Now listen, I'm gonna be honest. We gonna listen to what the lawyer had to say after this great victory. You know what I'm saying? Now, my thing is this. Do I have an apology for what I said? No. Here's why. The government definitely did a good job to me with the evidence. But when I went back and listened to what the lawyer had to say, it got me scratching my head and really thinking hard. How many people are getting slid under the crack if, like the lawyer kept saying, he's a nobody? He gonna say it in this clip I'm about to play. he's lucky that his group, I don't know how they find this. The crazy thing about his lawyer, y'all, they got some type of way where they help people and finance the situation, the win. We about to get into all that. If you're new to the channel, man, definitely hit the like button, subscribe, y'all. This is crazy work.
Is this your verdict?
Yes.
Is this your verdict?
Yes, ma'am.
Is this your verdict?
Yes.
Is this your verdict?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is this your verdict? Yes. Is this your verdict?
Yes.
Is this your verdict?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is this your verdict?
Yes.
Is this your verdict?
Yes.
Is this your verdict? Is this
Now, boom. Boom. Hit the like button, man. Who is that? Ain't that bro from the elevator? That the dude just got the card? I see we got some new people just came in. We're gonna play the clip. Let's play the clip.
Real talk. Tell you, man. You get jammed up, don't mention my name. Give me, Lord. No, I ain't living right. Gotta be the blood. Nigga starving, nigga appetite.
That boy said, ooh, that boy said, if you get jammed up, don't mention my name. He just starve him. It said starve his appetite. Well, who was that? That boy hot out here. That boy too hot out here. Salute. Boots on the ground. That boy was in there. But anyway, let's get back to the content. So as you can see, that there you go right there. That's part of the team right there. There you go right there. But here's the thing. We about to see that. I'm about to run the clip. He is from Memphis. I want y'all to play close attention to what he about to say and how he feel about his own city. Now, we seen the same trial. The lawyer came in from Atlanta. He started pushing stuff around, smacking desks and all type of stuff, talking to the people, talking about y'all this and y'all that. He almost made the government. She almost put, man. Listen, we seen the same trial. Let's go. So let's get real quick. We're gonna let this finish up. Let's gonna let this. He crying on her shoulder. I wanted y'all to look at this man's face because he's the guy who been knew something. That's the look of a man who already knew. He's looking at the jury, and as they say, that's what we think. He just shaking his head like, I know it. Watch him. And then we see the dude from the news go get his card. Is that the new Johnny Cocker? Let me know. I want y'all to watch him as the judge asks, is this show what you call him? Look at him. Before Govan knees go weak and he leans on the lady's shoulder and tears start to come out his eyes because he can't even believe it. We seen the same trial. I know I ain't the only one who feel like this. I'm confused a little bit. Let's be honest, but let me be super on point when I say this. Am I the only one who feel like the back door is wide open, man? We gonna listen to a second what the lawyer had to say about this victory, but pay attention to Pop, man. Watch him, man. He might know something. I'm looking at everything. So he got an eye twitch, moving his glasses around. Drop them Dolphs, man. Drop them Dolphins, man. Peep him. Watch this next move, though. He got all type of moves.
You ready, Your Honor?
Yes.
The jury is now entering into the courtroom.
He already nodding his head. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, that's that guy, man. It's him. Chat, if I'm tweaking, say I'm tweaking. But if you think I'm on point right now and I'm cooking, drop down, man. Let me know in the chat. And if anything, please hit that like button.
Ladies and gentlemen, have you reached the verdict?
Yes.
State of Tennessee versus Hernandez Govan, count 1. We, the jury, find the defendant Hernandez Govan not guilty in count 1 of the indictment.
Woo! Is that the look of a man? It's like he closed his eyes. Govan, he bows his head. It's not even over yet. I want y'all to really pay attention to Pop, man. And then when everything gonna make sense in a minute. I want y'all to pay attention to Pop. We're gonna run the lawyers and what they had to say and pay attention to what he has to say. And as he nods, allegedly, everything is alleged, you know what I'm saying? But that's Pete.
State of Tennessee versus Hernandez Govan, count 2. We, the jury, find the defendant Hernandez Govan not guilty in count 2 of the indictment. Ma'am,
Court's in session.
ma'am. Ms. Johnson, is this your verdict? Is this your verdict?
Yes.
Is this your verdict?
Yes, ma'am.
Is this your verdict?
Yes.
Is this your verdict?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is this your verdict? Yes. Is this your verdict?
Yes.
Is this your verdict?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is this your verdict?
Yes.
Is this your verdict?
Yes.
Is this your verdict? Is this your verdict? Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I want to thank you for your service this week. You've done exactly what the court asked you to do, which was to sit, listen to all the proof, and come to a decision. You are excused. Thank you.
Jury's excused. Thank you.
Excuse me?
Go ahead, Your Honor. Court's still in session.
Tearful.
All right. Salute to everybody in the building, right? So we just seen the verdict. Now, I was just as shocked as everybody else when we all heard the same verdict, man. Govan, the alleged. Now you got to make sure you be extra particular because he's innocent. Alleged mastermind goes home. Was he on to something by getting a out-of-town lawyer? Because if he were to end home, do y'all think that Memphis would have had him cooked? The lawyer said with so many words that Memphis is shiesty, man. And I ain't just trying to be funny about Memphis shiesty, but still, like, he said what he said. We all seen the same trial. Now I want y'all to pay attention to what he's about to say after this W. He definitely had bragging rights at this moment. But listen, he's not even from Memphis. Did he come and stir the pot to a point where he has the jury questioning their own MPD. Do they not, like, we seen the same evidence? Now, he did make me question how I was feeling, because he literally got me thinking, well, damn, maybe, because don't forget the jury, they got everything laid out on the table. What made all of them think that this man had nothing to do with this crime? Now, yes, indeed, we did know he was on to something when he was calling a man a junkie. He said, I knew they was gonna try to, say he wasn't credible, but I just didn't think it was gonna work. But anyway, is the back door wide open? We just heating up, y'all. If you didn't already, please hit that like button and let's listen right now to what Hernandez Govan attorney says. In the title, it said he slammed Shelby County. Suplex. He caught a W today. They saying this is King. This is the guy who was representing Lil Durk and King Von. He's well known. Now listen to what he got to say.
The evidence, the way it was presented, the things that they didn't do as far as going to getting the video surveillance cameras, doing the call detail records with the tower hits and all that could have been done, and we could have avoided this nightmare.
What was the one point of discrediting Cornelius Smith?
You can't just pick one. I mean, the whole thing was a joke. Even down to the neighbor that he supposedly gave $500 to, none of it was true. None of it happened. I don't even know if they have the right car, because there wasn't a drop of blood in that thing. They didn't wipe it down because the expert said no, there was no evidence of bleach in that car. Nothing that man said was true.
Now I'm gonna be honest. When he was saying it inside of the trial, I heard when he said all this, but I thought it was ridiculous. But as he's saying his speech, his victory speech, I'm thinking about it. He had one person that he called, and that was the lady who stayed next door, who had nothing bad to say. She said that Cornelius Smith was a good man, but we know he not. We know Cornelius Smith all bad because of what he admitted that he did. So now y'all trying to tell me that Cornelius Smith is lying on Govan. Why though? The fact that I'm just shocked.
Jesse
Well,
Browning's
wait a minute,
testimony,
wait a minute.
you proved that to be.
Was there one moment in which you just knew that we have this? Or are you always sort of on edge until that verdict comes through?
I'm always on edge because there's cases I thought I would have won easily, and the jurors just get swayed by the publicity and the media. It's been so one-sided, calling him a mastermind. The press has been going crazy because only the DA talks. And that's the problem with our system, is because they make such a good first impression saying everybody's guilty that it's hard to get a fair trial. But
wow. I'm looking at this man like in a whole different light, man. Is he that guy, man? Like, is he the one who come in, and if your department not on they tippy toes, he's coming in poking holes in everything and just catching W's.
thank God we got jurors. They took hundreds of pages of notes, and it didn't take them, 2 hours to figure out this was all garbage.
And they virtually echoed everything that he said in closing. And they were very critical that anyone could be locked up that long and didn't have the resources to defend.
No, this is the guy I told you I want y'all to pay attention to what Pop got to say right now. It's about to get real in Memphis, man. I don't know, like, if I were living in Memphis right now, like, I don't know what this man just came and did in Memphis right now when he did what he just did today and said what he said. But we gonna listen and we gonna react.
Defend themselves. The juries The jurors said that. They echoed that. And the guy said, I am offended. I'm offended by this. And he said, and he was disappointed in Mulroy. And that's your elected official. That's my elected official because I live here. And because I live here. That's by this. And he said, and he said that. And they echoed that. And the guy said, I am offended. I'm offended by this. And he said, and he was disappointed in Mulroy. And that's your elected official. That's my elected official because I live here. And you just go and do something. It was.
You called that testimony with Jesse Browning BS a joke. Why?
Because it was. Half the stuff was just made up within a couple of days of this stuff, and they give us this mystical receipt that's never been.
Oh my God. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, what did this man just come to Memphis and do, man? Did he just stir the pot? Did he just backhand the government? Is he pushing P? And see, it looked crazy when we was in the courtroom watching them live. He like, damn, how he gonna talk to them folk like that? It did. He would talk to them folk real greasy like. He was disrespecting the government and that bit. You hear me? Caught the W, and now we gotta listen to this victory speech. But really listen to him though. Y'all, I'm gonna run it back without the commentary. Not all the way though, but let's go. Get the lights up.
It was. Half the stuff was just made up within a couple of days of this stuff, and they give us this mystical receipt that's never been in any of the police reports. The jurors didn't buy it for a second. The lead investigator, Dabney, was incredibly honest when he said these are the mistakes that we made. And then you call up somebody that's willing to do or say anything.
He said the lead detective was incredible. Wow. Being truthful in the mistakes that they made. That's what I'm saying. This man came in and put a whooping on Shelby County. He left a bruise. He came in, he said it was. Listen, they're gonna ask him how he felt. Was he even scared? Like, they're like, bro, like, be honest, bro. Like, was you scared? Listen what you got to say.
Anything to clean up the case to get a conviction. You saw how they shaded off the phone records. Where are the text messages? Where's any of that from Justin Johnson to our client saying we're going to do something? I presented hundreds of text messages where he's threatening people, trying to go shoot people with others. Govan was never in on any of it. And the fact that you're still asking me these questions, I find offensive because it didn't happen. You would never take anything you heard in that courtroom for any. Govan was never in on any of it. And the fact that you're still asking me these questions, I find offensive because it didn't happen. You would never take anything you heard in that courtroom for any decision you would make in your life that has any significance. You would laugh at me if I said, believe those guys. So let's just keep it real. This is all garbage, and I'm grateful that he's out, and I'm sorry in the world that he had to do 9 months in prison.
Oh my God. Now, this is a 9-minute. Let me cook. I don't care. Hey, look, if they talk about, if they don't like the commentary, block them. This man is, what do you say, belt to ah. He really in front of their courthouse popping his stuff like this. We talking about Memphis. They got Martin Luther King out there, y'all. Y'all forgot? They got to make sure he get back to Atlanta, man. The way he popping his shit. Let's go. Get the lights up, man. Don't come on, man. The like is free. But if you feeling the vibe, go ahead and subscribe.
And I'm just grateful his fiance called me, and we have the resources to help poor people.
You were very passionate in your closing arguments about, about Govan being just a man from Orange Mound up against the system. Kind of talk about where that passion came from.
When I go to 201 and look at the people that are in there, I know a lot of people do wrong, and I understand that, and I don't want violence in the streets because I live, in towns as well. But it's just so wrong. If I can see it, there's no way a jury couldn't see it. And that's why it took, 2 hours to figure that out. I mean, obviously it would have probably been quicker had they not had to go through the evidence and do their job. But the fact that anybody in the press would say, oh, it was this or it was that, it was clearly flagrant. And I wish we'd be reported as this is what your justice is in Memphis. So if you're black and poor, you got a problem.
So this was
Mr.
pro
Govan,
bono?
how do you feel?
Mr. Rohr, this is pro bono. I was unclear.
Feel great.
Yeah. Oh, it was.
To finally have this stress.
Now, before Govan speak, let's be honest to what that man just said to Memphis. He said, if you live here and you poor, I feel sorry for you. He came in the city. He poked holes in the case. He seen the weaknesses off the dribble. It looked at crazy. His technique looked at unorthodox. To the naked eye, it would look like he was losing. But he pulled off a W. But listen to what he's saying to the people, man. He's saying, if you poor, you wouldn't stand a chance against these people. But the battle is a serious battle because there's a war going on out there, right? And a lot of these guys are not innocent. Is if you do the crime, supposedly you do the time. But what happens if you are innocent? Is Govan innocent? No matter how you feel, it don't matter anymore because he's innocent.
Taking off your shoulders.
Yeah, and have my life back.
What's the first thing you plan to do?
Go hug my son.
Mr. Govan, you haven't smiled all this week, but obviously you have a lot to smile about. Just tell me what you're feeling in right now.
Like I said, it's kind of hard to explain the feeling of getting your life back, just from.
BJ, I feel like you playing with me. I'm about to get you, bro. You know who killed. They got the people who shot him. They got the people who shot him. The whole thing about Hernandez Govan, I want y'all to know this. They saying that he was a mastermind. They really put him into it. And if you peep in this case, they kept mentioning CMG. That's why I say it's the back door wide open. But Jook is no longer here. What happens when you're no longer here? It's nothing. The government got to go back to the locker room and hold a L. But do y'all think that they're gonna take this L well? We about to get into the next part, man. Y'all stay tuned. They're not gonna take this L well, man. They took a whooping, man. But to answer that question that BJ said, y'all know Justin Johnson, aka Straight Drop, he already got a life sentence without parole for what he did. And now we got phase 3 of the Young Dolph trial. They're gonna be saying it again. Oh, it's still going? Yes. Part 3. Cornelius, do y'all think he should get any cushion for all that telling that he did? And Govan didn't even go to jail. I feel like now the state is in a position to where why should we didn't even get a W? Why you ain't get us no W? You told for nothing. Now you going to prison with them hyenas, the wolves, the lions and bears. Well, and don't drop the soap. That's all I got to say. Let's get back into the commentary.
12 people, so I'm just blessed, and I'm just ready to go see my son.
What was going through your head when you were waiting for the verdict this morning?
Nervousness, of course, it's natural, but I got a team around me that was very confident and supportive, so without them, it wouldn't be no me. I just want to thank again Manny, Robert, Haley, Beth, Handel, Contrail, Leanne, just everybody that played a part in proving my innocence.
You heard your attorney say if you're black and poor in Memphis, this is what happens. Who would be your words of advice?
Oh my God. Shout out to the journalist who asked that question. We doing commentary. If you don't like it, you can skedaddle. That was an important question because he's happy to go home to, he did lose his daughter. He do have a fiance. He do have a child that he want to go back home to, but so did Dolph. He innocent. We can't be mad about what the jury is over with now, right? He's innocent, okay? Now, we just also looked at what Key Glock said. He said, I'm not even surprised. So what I'm trying to figure out is I can't answer for the people of Memphis, but how do Memphis feel about, like, is that how all of Memphis feel? Like,
Leave Memphis.
Do you plan on leaving Memphis, sir?
Of course.
Was there any point throughout the week where you're like, you know what, I'm still nervous, prior to the verdict? Was there any point where it's like, I don't know which way it's gonna go?
I've been nervous for 4 years.
How does it feel to be at the end of this 4-year journey that you've been on?
Feels great. Just feel like I've been born again. I get a
no, man, y'all playing with me. This man giving up. He's like a born again. Y'all playing with my like button. Y'all playing with the like button. We can get the lights up, man. Let me get 50 likes, man. 50 likes and we're gonna keep the 50 likes and I'll go back.
I'm a working artist now, so I'm fast paced. God,
I need 50.
Little nigga, the streets is talking. The streets is talking. The streets is talking. The streets is talking. Little nigga, the streets is talking. Little nigga, the streets is talking. The streets is talking. Little nigga, the streets is talking. The streets is talking. You better watch what you say to them. You better watch what you say to them. You better watch what you say to them. Nigga, the streets is talking.
Real talk. Tell you, man. You get jammed up, don't mention my name. Give me, Lord. No, I ain't living right. Gotta be the blood, nigga. Starving, nigga. Appetite.
this that real nigga conversation. This that real nigga conversation. This that real nigga conversation. This the real nigga. This that real nigga conversation. If you ain't one, then ain't no reason to conversate or relate. And this that translation. I'm a Democrat working for a small.
You a shooter, I'm a shooter, but the aim different. I don't like to play, but the game different. It's that new Houdini, but I put the pain in it. I fell down and got up, put the game with it. I ain't changing it, I am not slipping. Pull up the bucket, got the mop with it. We don't do no talk, watch out for 12. Walking for your life, now you gonna sell. Got it the hard way, it was hard for real. I drove for 2 years, I ain't had no L. Even set in the county, I ain't had no bail. It ain't hard to see, it ain't hard to see.
We can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way, man. Get the lights up, man. Shout out to everybody that hit the like button, man. I bleed the chat. I bleed you. That's the least you can do, man. While I'm spending time giving y'all this commentary, man. Hit the like button, man. This ain't for the ones who rock with me. I'm talking about for the losers who just want to watch and steal the content. See what I'm talking about. Trying to see what the secret sauce thing is. Nah, and none of that. Hit the like button, man. We about to continue with the visuals, continue with the commentary, man. Unbelievable. You ain't about to steal the drip for free. Let's get the lights up.
Leanne, just everybody that played a part in proving my innocence.
You heard your attorney say if you're black and poor in Memphis, this is what happens. What would be your words of advice?
Leave Memphis.
Leave.
You plan on leaving Memphis, sir?
Of course.
Was there any point throughout the week where you're like, you know what, I'm still nervous, prior to the verdict? Was there any point where it's like, I don't know which way it's gonna go?
I've been nervous for 4 years.
How does it feel to be at the end of this 4-year journey that you've been on?
Feels great. Just feel like I've been born again. I get a chance to restart my life and do some positive things.
Do you think that this verdict will change how the court system is working here in Memphis?
As corrupt this system is, I doubt it.
Mr. Aurora, do you think this verdict will change anything with the court system here in Memphis?
Man, listen. He just called the system corrupt, and he just called a W. He said he feel like he's been born again. Dolph is no longer with us. If this is a mastermind, allegedly, because this man is innocent, y'all. At this point, it would be defamation. He's innocent. Do you believe it? Because I don't believe it. But it don't matter. That's just how I feel. That's just my opinion. This is all fair use education purposes. So we just seen his lawyer come from out of town. Was Govan strategic when he got an out of town lawyer? So they couldn't put that Memphis sauce on him. You know the Memphis sauce. Barbecue. Cook. Out. Do you think he would have been cooked if he would have had a Memphis lawyer? And then we come and see what the lawyer had to say. They said, well, damn, the way you was talking to Memphis and the jury, we would have thought you were throwing him under the bus. But I guess they like, man, listen. At the end of the day, we can't judge what the jury felt because they had to get the facts on the table. If he's saying what he said, and he said that it was so many holes in the cases, and at the end of the day, if you hire a man to prove your innocence, that is exactly what he just did, whether you like it or not. If the paperwork wasn't right, if the process wasn't right, he even said that the lieutenant came in and he said he was shocking at how honest the lieutenant was about admitting that he made mistakes. Man, let's get back into it.
I'm not here from Memphis, but if this is a microcosm of what's going on, then you should all be worried. And
what? I want to play it again. He's not even there for Memphis. That's why he wasn't caring about how he was talking to him. He ain't there for y'all. He said it straight up out his mouth. I'm not here for Memphis, but if this is the microcosm of what's going on, you're in trouble. He just said something. If you poor and you catch a case in Memphis, you can't pay the fight. You going down. Look what happened to Straight Drop. Now, it's funny that I said that because look what happened to Straight Drop. How did Straight Drop going for having a good lawyer like what Govan got to having a public pretender? Oh, my bad. Public defender. And then we seen what happened to him. He got baptized. He went into that water, and that water was cold. You hear me? Life without a chance of parole. Now here go Govan come in. He said, no. I'm not gonna play with my life like this. if they trying to call me the mastermind, I'm going outside Memphis. I'm gonna get me an attorney outside. Matter of fact, in a second you're gonna hear the credit. He said goes to his fiance. Allegedly, he said the fiance called and got this attorney. Now, I want to bring to your attention. You would think that a attorney like this ain't cheap, but pay attention to how it all went down.
To me, as I doubt it.
Mr. Aurora, do you think this verdict will change anything with the court system here in Memphis?
I'm not here from Memphis, but if this is a microcosm of what's going on, then you should all be worried. And maybe we should be digging into these things and figuring out why so many people are in jail, why we keep them without bond and force them into pleas and things of that nature, and why investigations aren't always there. Thankfully, my office has the resources to help these types of people and can spend the money to do it. I can only imagine how hard it is for the public defenders with their cases or other appointed lawyers that couldn't do this, and how many people shouldn't be in prison.
Oh, back in December, is that the reason? Obviously, you advised your client not to take that plea.
That's always his decision. I don't advise him to do anything. They always say, what would I do? And I'm like, I'm not serving the time. So I have no idea. I can't go through that stress. You can't duplicate that. I mean, I love the man. I believed in him. That's why I took the case. And we fought like hell for it. I'm grateful that the staff stayed with me. I yelled at them a lot this week and put a lot of pressure on them. We worked long nights for the last few months. We filed, I don't know how many, 24 motions, most of which were granted, which never happens. But it was so obvious we were right. And yet still we have a case. The government just can't ever admit that maybe there isn't anything here. They're just prosecute, and then blame the jury if it doesn't go your way.
Mr. Aurora, the law enforcement experts that testified this week, they said several times that they never spoke with Mr. Mims, but they never really gave a clear answer as to why. Why do you think that is?
Because they're not telling the truth. They never went out to go talk to him. And to say that, oh, he would have just gotten a lawyer so we didn't bother. Are you kidding me? Everybody gets a lawyer if they're smart as far as that goes. But they've threatened other witnesses to come in and say whatever. Your question should be, what about all the people after the fact that helped? If assuming the man was shot or was given clothes or they went to this apartment or somebody helped him escape to Indiana, what happened to all those people that were supposed to be charged? What about all the people in the text messages where I showed you blatantly they're talking about shooting people and shootings happened? Nobody's indicted. What about the guy that carjacked the Mercedes, Treyon Ingram? He's not charged with anything. He's picked up a subsequent murder since then. So you explain to me how that is. And then when they say in their closing statement, the gall of it all to say we can't arrest everybody, yet they're running 14 and 15 defendant RICO cases. I mean, just come on. It's they made up their mind. Juk wasn't going to get charged, maybe because he was going to get fancy lawyers that could see through all this BS. I don't know. They have all the texts.
Or maybe it's something dark.
And you came from where, Jackson? I'm sorry.
I'm from Atlanta. That's where our office is.
And then this was a Shelby County jury.
Yes.
Correct. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Now I'm not gonna lie. A lot just happened. I want y'all to really pay
Is there a reason
attention
why you didn't request?
to why I said the back door wide open. Did y'all not just hear? Listen, man. He got a good point. The way he just said. This is, you're not gonna get another sneak peek at what they cooking. But when he slammed the government on this case, he dropped some major jewels. If they didn't either, all right, boom. Well, he pretty much just said that they have knowledge of other crimes that they have when they got that man's phone that they did not act on. He said they got information that he was, of course, he's a lawyer, and they had Govan. So this is what they had to show him the work. They had to show him what they was cooking. They might ain't show him everything, but y'all gonna play it back and listen to what they're cooking up over there. And if y'all don't feel me when I say back door wide open, then just unsubscribe. But if you feeling the vibe, definitely subscribe. So check this out. He just basically said that he know about RICOs. He said about 14 RICOs. What? They are investigating people, and he name dropping people that he's saying, well, dang, why they ain't do nothing to bro? Why they didn't do nothing to all these other people who they know was involved? Because he seen the information in the discovery pack. That pack. If you know what's going on, man, get the lights up. If you know what's going on right now, get the lights up. Real conversation, real talk, man. Now listen to what this man just said. Now that I just said what I said, listen to what he just said. And he dropping the numbers. He dropping the jewels.
Since then. So you explain to me how that is. And then when they say in their closing statement, the gall of it all to say we can't arrest everybody, yet they're running 14 and 15 defendant RICO cases.
14 and 15 defended RICO cases. That sound like a back door.
Picked up a subsequent murder since then. So you explain to me how that is. And then when they say in their closing statement, the gall of it all to say we can't arrest everybody, yet they're running 14 and 15 defendant RICO cases. I mean, just come on. It's they made up their mind. Drip wasn't going to get charged, maybe because he was going to get fancy lawyers that could see through all this BS. I don't know. They have all the texts.
Or maybe it's something dark.
And you came from where exactly? I'm sorry.
I'm from Atlanta. That's where our office is.
And then this was a Shelby County jury.
Yes.
Correct. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Is there a reason why you didn't request a jury from out of town?
Because I think the
Yo, shout out to that question. I didn't even know you can request an out-of-town jury for your case. That was a good question. But listen to his answer. The answer is even more. Just listen. When I say this man came and man,
case was so bad that Memphis juries and people that live here need to see what really happens. And so I don't need to play games and get somebody from out of town. The Memphis people need to see what happens in Memphis.
Thank you.
Skate. Memphis juries and people that live here need.
Is there a reason why you didn't request a jury from out of town?
Because I think the case was so bad that Memphis juries and people that live here need to see what really happens. And so I don't need to play games and get somebody from out of town. The Memphis people need to see what happens in Memphis.
So now we go back to what Key Glock got to say. Y'all know that's Glock. He definitely been holding down the pre. You know what I'm saying? He been holding it down for Dolph. And as you can see in his post, he said, my city failed. But what's new? You got people in the comments saying, what the hell? He should want him free. And see, that ain't nothing but a troll who, if you let, will fester into the minds of the youth and actually have them convinced that they should seek revenge, like allegedly what they say happened to Lil Durk. Now, I don't believe that Lil Durk let the internet hype him up. But don't Lil Durk got a damn RICO on him right now? Didn't they pick Lil Durk up? Don't y'all see the connection in the hip hop? The connection all over, man. City to city, state to state. Our young brothers are losing their lives, man. They're not making it home to their family. Why? Because it's a underlying topic that nobody want to talk about. And that's the next topic. The music industry. Puppeteering, making money, billions, maybe trillions of dollars off of our culture that we used to call hip hop. And now it evolved to rap, which evolved into what you got now we call drill music. Turning ops into packs, smoking on them, disrespecting the dead, and some more stuff. Govan back in the streets. They telling him in the comments, go slide. Now, why would he do that? But anyway, in other news, and if he do that, y'all know they already waiting on that move and what they gonna do if he try to slide. Be smart with your money, Glock. We already know what time it is. So boom, my next thing I wanted to share with y'all is In the mix of all this stuff going on, Yo Gotti signs a new artist, Zillionaire Doe. They shot a music video. You see Gotti bring out the white cars as he always do. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know Yo Gotti like that cocaine allegedly fleet. Anyway, CMG the label. Everything is fair use. Everything is education purposes. But is the back door open, or is Yo Gotti ties with his city and the music industry too strong? It's so many cases that we're gonna be covering in the days to come. We got that Mo3 case coming up in November. Got Dirt fighting Enrico and the Feds, which you know won't be televised. All these are rap artists. You got Vine, who no longer him. You got Pee Wee Longway, who just came home, beat a crazy case. And as soon as he came on, he lost his brother unalive on his birthday. It's a lot going on attached to this music and this culture, man. You got to stay dangerous. Why I got to be like that, though? Anyway, so we about to look into the Zillionaire Doe Back to the South remix featuring who? Yo Gotti. Yo Gotti has been strategic in not saying a word or a mention or a peek about anything that's been going on. He just act like none of this stuff is going on. Let's be honest. Anyway, he just signed a new artist. Meanwhile, all this stuff is going on with Dolph. He never seemed nervous. Dude. Like, should he feel nervous? I don't know. Is he the king of Memphis? I don't think so. Is he tied in his city? I don't know. But look at this, though. This is crazy.
State of Tennessee versus Hernandez Govan, count 2. We, the jury, find the defendant, Hernandez Govan, not guilty in count 2 of the indictment. Ma'am?
Court's in session.
I just don't know. So let's get into CMG new artists, y'all. At the end of the day, it's a label. They got to keep it moving, got to keep on trucking. But is the back door open? Is the back door wide open? Now, it's one thing that I want to point out, and when it comes to that moment, I'm going to show y'all. But we about to check out how this whole thing works. This is what it's all wrapped around. Music, money, sex, drugs. And who they advertising it to? The youth. The only thing about it, once you sign these contracts, can you live out the contract? It's a real conversation. It's a real topic that we got to have, y'all. And I'm not going to hold y'all much longer. But anyway, let's get into the video. The new artist Gotti just signed to the label. If you didn't know, now you know. Here you go right there. Artist coming out of Dallas. He's smart. He ain't in Memphis. He's moving around in Dallas. He out there popping bottles. Just signed a new artist. Yeah, we about to get into the video. And he in the street. So boom. While all this going on, Gotti's still outside shooting videos, signing artists, not worried about nothing. But it's that back door open, y'all. We just heard what we heard. That man said something about 14 Ricos or something like that. Y'all heard what y'all heard. Y'all heard what y'all heard. I'm not making no speculating, none of this stuff. We just reacting, education purposes. Now let's get into this video and break it down.
Miami on the beat.
Let me cook. Who is that, y'all? Standing next to Zoe. Ain't that Freddie? Ain't that Trap Boy Freddie? All in the video. crazy work. Now, I just seen Trap Boy Freddie naming some paperwork. I'm not gonna even lie to y'all, man. I just seen Trap Boy allegedly naming some paperwork on that Mo 3 situation, man. Would Trap Boy Freddie be taking the stand and testifying, man? It's crazy work going on out here. You got to be careful how you moving and what? Say New Dallas trying to unify the city. They ain't on no beef time. That hey, I hope so because the industry just signed another one out of Dallas. And I see Freddie right there next to that, man. Y'all know Freddie got some controversy going on. Do you I ain't know? Anyway. And I just heard today in the Mo 3 set today, Mo 3 was definitely about to sign to CMG as well. From a credible source. But anyway, I told you we're going to end on a crazy note. But listen, man, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. If you didn't already, hit the like button. If you know what's going on, take your notes. Gotti wears quiet, like, well, the shout outs and stuff. Wow. Let's get into this video. There you go. That way he messed up. He just signed the deal. I hope he just rapping and he ain't really doing that. If you just signed the deal, I hope you still ain't posted in the trap house for real, for real. You got to know artists, man, rappers. You got to know, man, when you level up, you actually got to go up in the level, man. You can't just say you leveled up and don't go up in the level, man. You can't just roll all that money around your neck, all around your wrist, man, and think you can just be anywhere, man, like that, man. Especially in Dallas. CMG is up right now. They got Glorilla, they got Moneybag, they got a lot of artists, and now they just got a new artist. How many people understand and understand the fact that you can adopt beef by just signing? We talking about the hidden agenda, man, the stuff that nobody want to talk about. The envy and how it all the greed gets started. If he said he just got a deal, man, he getting money, he better stay away from them trap houses, because, man, that we just heard what the lawyer just gave us a sneak peek at what he seen when he was in Memphis. I need y'all to pay attention, man. I need y'all to share this shit to all the street niggas, man. I need them to hear my voice on this. They telling you what's going on, man. You seeing the movement. If you ain't got money to fight, you bound to drizzle. Let's go. And see, this the cold truth. I got to be honest with y'all. Only thing he did was went to Dallas. It's another young artist. Only thing I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? I want to congratulate him on, you know what I'm saying, his deal that he got, because I'm pretty sure he worked hard for it. You did. But what y'all think Straight Drop was trying to do when he was doing the music video, when he was out there taking jobs that he know he shouldn't have been taking, that the lawyer just said he seen? Listen, don't y'all understand what the lawyer just said, man? They say, man, what happened when your shooter go bad? I was saying this yesterday. What happened when your shooter go bad and they get the text messages? That man said they got all type of text messages of other activity that they didn't even use in the Dolph case. Because why? It's an investigation. CJ said, bro had hella money way before the deal. It couldn't have been that much, though, bro, because if he had that much money, he shouldn't have signed no deal for that advance. Everybody know how the industry work. If he trying to flip his money, you better off going independent like Dolph, even though Dolph was signed, but he was still pushing what? Independentness. Just like what? CMG, he done got down, went underneath Jay-Z, and Jay-Z still underneath these same people, because they'll never let a certain people get the golden key to the industry, and that's the war, and that's just the war and the truth. That's the war we fighting, man. The war that we fighting, and it's been a long fight, is getting credit for our talents, our artistry, our sacrifice, our music, our residuals. We seen it, man. This is what's happening. So what I'm trying to tell y'all, it's a whole thing going on. That's why we seeing a new artist, new time, and they pushing a new agenda. But he coming in at a time where it's tainted. I ain't gonna lie, I don't want to just taint it. His come up, you know what I'm saying? But it's just messed up what's going on right now on a whole different level, and ain't got nothing to do with bro. I'm pretty sure bro got good music. You feel me? But I wanted y'all to peek who he's standing at to. Trap Boy Freddy. I just told y'all, I just seen him in paperwork. Y'all think it's a game? I just seen him in paperwork. He's supposed to testify. He was subpoenaed to court. Trap Boy is subpoenaed to testify in the Mo 3 case. Trap Boy Freddy messy as hell was on the highway the same day that three died, talking about something, what's going on? Crazy work. And then we see him all up in the music video. Trap Boy J came home from doing time in the Fed, and then he back outside. Ain't much change. Let me read the comment. Eric said, Dolph brother, both of them. He fired, at the, hit both of them, Then he went to get the, in the car, and, and man, from what we seeing and everything being questioned, was they ever hit? Was they ever hit? We got to question everything, because now Govan free. They saying they never seen no blood in the car. When you pay a lawyer, he get on all the detail. Well, what that is a good point. If you was leaking and you was hit, what was the blood? Who cleaned the car? I don't know, man. At this point, we may never know. Chance. I'm giving him a fair chance, man. What he got to say, man, on this verse. Because he ain't made no tweet, he ain't made no acknowledgement or nothing of what's been going on. And we're going to be honest, I'm pretty sure, like Govan said, he about to get the heck about Memphis, man. He ain't about to stay in Memphis. You know what's going on. Hold up, what did you just say?
Dog, that's a cop out. Dog, that's a cop out. Am I wrong? Put a bow on that bitch and let her pop out. Let her pop out. Cop a plea on your dog, that's a cop out. Am I wrong? Put a bow on that bitch and let her pop out.
Man, hold on, man.
Pop out. Cop a plea on your dog, that's a cop out. Pop out. Cop a plea on your dog, that's a cop out.
Damn. What the fuck?
Damn, VG, you made this?
Little nigga, the streets is talking. The streets is talking. The streets is talking. The streets is talking. Little nigga, the streets is talking. Little nigga, the streets is talking. The streets is talking. Little nigga, the streets is talking. The streets is talking. You better watch what you say to them. You better watch what you say to them. You better watch what you say to them. Nigga, the streets is talking. Nigga, the streets is talking. Little the streets is talking. Little nigga, the streets is talking. Little nigga, the streets is talking. You better watch what you say to them. You better watch what you say. You better watch what you say to them. You better watch what you
This that real nigga conversation. This that real nigga conversation. This that real nigga conversation. This the real nigga This that real nigga conversation. If you ain't one, then ain't no reason to conversate or relate. And this that translate.
Now, y'all gotta be honest. I can't make this up, man. This man was definitely free on the streets when he heard this song, and he know he heard the verse. That was a bold. He said cop a plea. That's a cop out. Now, I played in the video yesterday that we did. The Hernandez Govan did an interview with Stan G. Memphis, y'all know what's going on. Memphis, if you in the building, y'all know what's going on. He did the interview with Stan G. And when Stan G asked him about PRE and how Govan feel, he said he don't even know what PRE is. He said, bro, I don't listen to rap music. But he know who CMG is. He know who Lil Flip is. He know who T.I. is. He know all about music. But when it come to PRE, he said he don't even listen to rap. Y'all, come on, man. This the breakdown that ain't been broken down. Get the lights up, man. Don't be like that. Double tap the screen. It's only a double boom boom. Two tap, and you can get the lights up for me right now, man. Give me that much. So boom. I'm gonna listen. We gonna listen to this shit a few more times. Let's go.
Pop out, cop a plea on your dog. There's a cop. Pop out, cop a plea on your dog. There's a cop a plea on your dog. There's a cop out. Pop out, cop a plea on.
Standing on the roof. Everything is alleged education purposes, man. This ain't no goddamn play. Y'all playing with the lights. This ain't no play. That man standing on the roof of the Rolls Royce, signing new niggas, letting them know, nigga, I don't think you want to play with this shit, boy. You cop a plea. That's a cop out. This straight cop a plea? Did straight drop? Hell no. He know what the fuck he signed up for. Did Govan, when we seen him sit, I ain't gonna lie, for a moment there, we thought he was on definitely got down. We definitely thought he had something to say, but he was thinking about this video, allegedly.
Pop out, cop a plea on your dog. There's a cop out.
You cop a plea, that's a cop out. And it seemed like if you want to go back at everything, if you want to review everything that we watch, it seemed like everything worked out. Shout out to, again, whoever this was who we don't know what was work, but the news guy definitely wanted to get this guy card, man. He wanted to see what them folks was talking about on the back end. I don't know what was going on, but this is the guy who ran down on the elevator. He said what he said, but I know if I feel like how I feel, I know he disappointed. Let's go. Let's go. Get the lights up and run the clip.
Real talk. Tell you, man. You get jammed up, don't mention my name. Give me, Lord. No, I ain't living right. Gotta feed the blood. Nigga starving, nigga appetite.
State of Tennessee versus Hernandez Govan, count 2. We, the jury, find the defendant Hernandez Govan not guilty in count 2 of the indictment. Ma'am,
Court's in session.
ma'am, Ms. Johnson, is this your verdict? Is this your verdict?
Yes.
Is this your verdict?
Yes, ma'am.
Is this your verdict?
Yes.
Is this your verdict?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is this your verdict? Yes. Is this your verdict?
Yes.
Is this your verdict?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is this your verdict?
Yes.
Is this your verdict?
Yes.
Is this your verdict? Is this your verdict? Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I want to thank you for your service this week. You've done exactly what the court asked you to do, which was to sit, listen to all the proof, and come to a decision. You are excused. Thank you.
Jury's excused. Thank you.
Excuse me?
Go ahead, John. Court's still in session.
I mean, what more can I say? That's just how it went. Now, I'm listening to that. As you can see in the clip art, that's when Cornelius knew it was game over. What happens when your shooter go bad? I was screaming that all yesterday. And you know, I ain't gonna lie, I almost thought for a second, I thought about it. You know what, man, I ain't even gonna lie today, man. Once I seen that shit, I was like, oh, hell no, I'm not even gonna lie. But you know what? I was like, nah, I owe it to my people, man. I owe it to everybody that all the new subscribers, man. You know I had to come back live. So I gave y'all a little breakdown I gave y'all. But yeah, you heard what you heard, man.
Nigga, if you don't get the picture, you get cropped out.
That nigga said, what? I don't think y'all really understand why Govan really feel like he was like a newborn baby, man. Like he said, rebirth. Y'all don't understand what just happened. I don't either. I'm not gonna lie. You not by yourself. If you don't understand what happened, join the club because I don't either. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. But this is education. Damn. I ain't gonna lie, boy. There's some cutthroat business, man, out here. You hear me? There's some cutthroat business going on out here, man. I can't call it. Well, I had to come and break it down, though. We just reacting. Fair use.
I survived. And what took this stand and made it stay me wanna man. I want
That boy, what? Y'all got it, man. You can't make this up, man. That's why I'm saying this shit turned into me. This shit more than music, man. Y'all got to get the lights up for me. Y'all playing right now. Y'all playing right now, man. Get the lights up, man. You ain't heard no shit broken down like this nowhere else on the internet. Y'all can definitely get the lights up to 50 likes. Y'all playing with me right now. I'm about to get off here. Stop playing with me on these likes, man. Get the lights up. Double tap the screen, man. We breaking this shit all the way down, man. Cornelius, I feel like he cooked. But shit, I thought Govan was cooked. He probably out there at the house eating steak and lobster. Butter, garlic sauce. Get the lights up, man. We're going to continue this breakdown in a second. Y'all, come on, man. Don't be like that. Get the lights up. Double tap the screen or go to the 3 dots and hit that like button. Don't be like that. Now, listen to the breakdown. It's a cold verse. He said, you thought I was done? Oh, I lied. Is this the type of person that will go as far as, man, listen. Ain't no telling what type of connection. I don't know if he connected to the mayor. I don't know.
Oh, they thought I went down on.
That last bar, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. 9-figure business on the flip phone. That was a bar. Especially when we seeing how things panning out with the sloppiness of the work of the hitters in the city. The way this boy popping his bars, I don't think they're gonna be able to touch him. Bunny said it's one person commenting, please. Bunny, but you commenting, baby. But you, Bunny, hop up out of here. How about Bunny? How about you hop up out the chat? How about that? Fuck you talking about haters, man. You gotta love them. So he's saying he doing 9-figure business on the flip phone. Why do y'all think he's saying that? The same reason why they couldn't get Jook and nothing. Them folk was already, man. Jook did down there 2 decades, y'all. You don't know? You don't know the history? Jook is the big brother who came home from prison and allegedly talk, you know what I'm saying, Gotti, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is that he know, we don't know. I think Gotti is a rapper. I'm gonna be honest. I know Gotti as a rapper. I know street. You know what I'm talking about? But when it came to the bars that he chose to put on this track, crazy work. He even talked about people on the stand. You can't make this stuff up. End of the day, back door open, so everybody need to be on their P's and Q's. That's all I'm saying. No more, no less. We about to get up out of here, man. If you're new to the vibe, hit that subscribe button. If you in doubt that the jury got it wrong, it's just one of the things that we just never gonna know, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. But we heard what we heard. We listened. If you just coming in, you want to know what we talked about. We ran through the verdict, of course, which was not guilty. We listened to the lawyer victory statement, how they felt about the W that they caught in Shelby County. We listened to how Govan felt. He said he felt like a newborn. He didn't say that, but he said he felt like a rebirth, born again, to be his exact words. And now you got Gotti signing artists. Just another day and another dollar. Y'all good old people stay safe out here in these streets, man. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, the kids is the future. You know what I'm saying? We got to put them on better things that's not going to get them put away in the prison or underneath the ground, man. At the end of the day, nobody wins in this situation. A lot of people actually lost. Even though we did the commentary on how the lawyer caught the W, at the end of the day, listen to what that lawyer was saying about a city that he don't even live in. And he said it was easy work to poke holes into how they was putting their business down. And he said the reason that the jury only needed 2 hours is because they know what he talking about. Until next time, y'all. Y'all stay up. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, stay down. Because if you stay down, you guaranteed to come up. It's Sweet TV, the backup.
you gon' do when the pressure on?